Actually going live. He's pushing the button right now. I'm here with Avo on ILLMAC TV. We're gonna be giving a sneak peek of Raising the Bar 6, a new music video, answering some questions. Tune in. We're officially going live. He's pushing the button right now. I'm here with Avo on ILLMAC TV. We're gonna be giving a sneak peek of Raising the Bar 6, a new music video, answering some questions. Tune in. We're officially going live. He's pushing the button right now. I'm here with Avo on ILLMAC TV. We're gonna be. How do you do the swipe shit? Do you need a business account or something, a business Instagram to do that?
No idea what you're talking about.
Like where, like, say I posted this, and like people, it'd be like swipe up to learn more.
Oh yeah, I don't know. What's up, dudes?
Hey.
If there's any women in here, ladies.
Heck yeah, there's women in here, bro.
I didn't mean to be misogynistic. I just love to cover all the demographics. So, it's cracking, guys.
What up? We got some folks in here already. Hey. Riders Gang. Is that from the old chat?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, come on. That's my cock, man.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Is that from Ruin Your Day? Because I was some familiar faces.
He's just the man. That's all.
That's what's up.
He's just the fucking shit.
What's good, y'all? I'm just posting this on Instagram right now, letting the world know, setting out the beacon.
All right, so just to go over what we're going to go through tonight. So we got about an hour allocated towards tons of new content on ILLMAC's channel. If you guys haven't already subscribed, do so now, because he's going to start rolling out tons of new content.
Yeah.
He's specifically taking a break from battle rap to just pump out new content and to really up the ante on his YouTube channel.
It's true. And if you are subscribed, if you haven't, then if you click that bell that's by the subscribe button, you'll get like notifications when we go live or when a new video is posted, which I guess just the difference is when you subscribe, it just kind of shows up on your feed. You don't get notifications like that. So make sure to do that. Yeah, after my last couple bodies, you know what I mean? I definitely just want to do more Raising the Bars and shit on this channel.
So, speaking of that, we're going to do, I don't know if you guys have, it's Between the Bars, right?
Yeah, Between the Bars.
Why is this not going up? So we're going to do some Between the Bars. Huh? What's going on here?
I'm technical.
This technically is fucking up right now. Oh, that's why, duh. OBS, man.
There it is.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen Between the Bars before that we've done on watches, where we watch past Raising the Bars and kind of treat it like a watch episode.
Yeah.
But we haven't actually released 3, 4, and 5, and it's probably because we forgot they happened.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute too. Since ILLMAC has been on the show, he's been traveling on tour and doing battles. So we just figured we'll go through a couple, and then we're going to give you guys an exclusive music video premiere from...
It's from the my album with Goldini Bagwell, Ethereal. So it's essentially the second single, second music video. It's crazy. It's by Tim. He did the first one with Soundlapse Media. He did the first one. He's done a few videos for me. So we'll look at that, and then giving the sneak peek of Raising the Bar 6, which we just filmed last night. This fool is a beast.
Yeah, so, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So this is Raising the Bar 3. We did this fucking in June, so that was a while ago. And, yeah, this was where you were in the sunglasses, huh?
Yeah, I was looking like Pitbull, bald in the sunglasses.
Yeah.
It was the lighting just blew my, it was too bright, and it blew my crisp Puerto Rican lineup out the frame, so I look bald.
All right.
Chase is on the way, by the way. He smelled the Henny, and I got a text.
Do you want to put your headphones on? Just
oh, yeah,
get straight
yeah.
the fuck into this. Chase
sure.
is going to be here in half an hour. So,
Cool.
Raising the Bar 3, let's get straight into it.
This one, too, is following number 2, which was kind of the more heady, cerebral, but vibey one. It's actually a crowd favorite. So going into Raising the Bar 3, I try to switch up the vibe every time. So this one's a little faster, and yeah, let's go.
Produced by Chase Moore.
Yeah, all of them so far produced by Chase.
ILLMAC.
All right, so what do you mean by that ILLMAC?
So really it's a play on Greek mythology. If you there it is, there I am.
Is it high enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just kind of unplugged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a play on Hermes and you know, dope shit.
Nice. Yeah.
Chase Moore on
Is
the
that
beat.
what we're gonna do?
Shout out Ruin Your Day.
Is that how
Let's
this
raise
is
the
going?
bar. Look.
All right, so side note, I just want to get into that really fast.
Shout out Ruin Your Day.
I promise we're not going to pause
Let's raise
shit
the
ton
bar,
during
look.
this, but so all the B-roll shots is from St. John's, which is where ILLMAC's from. So that's
Right.
St. John's Bridge.
Right.
All this B-roll is from when I went up to Portland the first time to film a music video for ILLMAC, Lost Our Soul with Nestle.
Yeah, Nestle.
So I just used some leftover B-roll that I had.
Yeah, that's the St. John's Bridge, and right on that same street is actually this clock that's been there for like 100 years or some shit, and that's actually what that came from. It's like right next to the bridge, downtown St. John's.
I live my life between these lines. Seems I'm always redefined, cause they only see what's on the surface layer. Free your mind. All these demons crawling on my ceiling got me feeling like it's feeding time. I open up my wounds and let them drink the wine. The God in me's creating, making time reverse. Can't be penny pinching in a business, you define your worth. At my apex, I be looking back from space, squinting, trying to find the earth like it's my final words. Word, I make a song and treat it like a message in a bottle. I make a song for every dream unfollowed. I make a song for every...
That's something I think we addressed before that I always laugh at, like making fun of myself. Like, I make a song and treat it like a message in a bottle. It's like there's certain lyrics, even when I write them, like I could clown myself on
Nice.
that.
Nice.
On that. It's like borderline corny, but dope as fuck too.
Treat it like a message in a bottle. I make a song for every dream unfollowed. I make a song for every time I said some shit I didn't mean. And every time I meant this shit, just trying to fill the cracks we falling in between. Not religious, but I purge my sins, work a pen and lose my mind, trying to find the meaning in the words of men. Loyalty's currency spent amongst deserving friends from here. Can tell if I'm digging myself out or further in. I dig myself to the other side of the planet. Caught tsunamis plucking wings off a butterfly when it's flapping. Running circles around them all and trust them not
That's the
even.
other thing. All right, now remembering we did do this at some point, just hadn't released it.
Yeah.
Because where I made fun of my, like, it's
Oh,
funny.
yeah. A couple butterfly.
Yeah,
lines.
because Butterfly was in, there's a butterfly reference in number 2.
Yeah.
The whole, like, in the butterfly in its cocoon the
Yeah.
minute it flew. And I think number 4 might have a butterfly reference.
Really?
Either 4 or 5, I think, also. So
Butterflies are tight,
butterfly
man.
effect, yo. Growth.
Can tell if I'm digging myself out or further in. I dig myself to the other side of the planet. Caught tsunamis plucking wings off a butterfly when it's flapping. Running circles around them all and trust them not even rapping. It's like talking in circles while justifying my actions. Got me crack whipping. Trying to kill it like my last victim, glass tipping. In the background like I'm ad-libbing. Transition. Now to change, I got my fan.
That's like one of my favorite parts from this is that little scheme where you're kind of like pausing your cadence.
Oh, the
Love that
app
part.
dipping.
Yeah.
In circles while justifying my actions. Got me crack whipping. Trying to kill it like my last victim, glass tipping. In the background like I'm ad-libbing. Transition. Now to change, I got my fans tripping. I tell them when you've been through some shit, you act different. So I give a fuck about your top 5. If I ain't on the list, then it's nothing, cause I'm top 5. You get it if we swapped lives. Ain't playing devil's advocate. I've been on God's side since the day that Pac died. Now loved ones try to...
R.I.P. Pac, you know what I mean? I think I reference him a lot in the series too.
Because you're a huge fan, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
nah.
that
it's
all you listened to when you were growing up?
Yeah, it's like my shit. Like my uncle put me on him when I was too young to even know what was up, and then ultimately, like he was Pac was the reason I started rapping, just strictly for my album.
Which album?
Strictly for my
Strictly
album.
for your album?
No, it's strictly for my.
Okay, word.
You know,
Yeah,
blank.
Yeah,
You know
word,
what I
word,
mean?
word.
Yeah, nah, it's the strictly for my...
Playing devil's advocate, I've been on God's side since the day that Pac died. Now loved ones try to question me like, who is he? Ask what changed, I say everything, including me. Murdered comfort, contentment, then caught death sleeping. Like I murdered love when I was caught by my ex cheating. Murdered doubt and routine that I was neck deep in. Murdered everything, now work's the only one left breathing.
Woo. Some real shit right there. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Shepherds lose
Real
the way
shit.
and let the sheep explore. Feeling guilty, what's the verdict? This the people's court. I'm like a bad idea when it's reinforced. I'm like a bright idea when it seems ignored. I've won a couple things, but my ego's bored. I've lost everything, but who's keeping score? We endure being poor. I'm on another plane, it's the baggage that I bring aboard. Shit you seen before. Drugs, money, music, that's me and more. That shit you fiending for. Rinse, repeat, re-record. Easy for a preacher, hardly practicing what he endured. Screaming toward deaf ears, assuming meaning will be absorbed. My brain's a haunted house with a squeaky door. Raising dead like Ouija.
Yeah. My brain's a haunted house with a squeaky door. Like, it's those, another one of those, like, I wrote it, I'm like, I could laugh at that, but it's dope. So I'm gonna, but that whole scheme, the build-up is hella tight. Some of my favorite shit, too. Like, the rinse, repeat, re-record. Easy for a preacher, hardly practicing what he endorsed. Screaming toward deaf ears, assuming meaning will be absorbed. It's like on some hypocritical shit. Like it's easy to preach when you're not living it, and it's, of course, what you're preaching is falling on deaf ears. Like, who's the real problem here? You know, it's kind of what that whole little chunk's about. And it's coming off of talking about murdering love, caught by my ex cheating, being guilty. Like, what's the verdict? It's the people's court. It's all like mental, you know, struggle shit, but kind of put through this filter of like rap that where it doesn't come off as some emotional shit.
Yeah.
But it's kind of in that lane, you know?
So.
We endure being poor. I'm on another plane, it's the baggage that I bring aboard. Shit you seen before. Drugs, money, music, that's me and more. That shit you fiending for. Rinse, repeat, re-record. Easy for a preacher, hardly practicing what he endured. Screaming toward deaf ears, assuming meaning will be absorbed. My brain's a haunted house with a squeaky door. Raising dead like Ouija boards and raise the bar even more. Ill. Subscribe below.
Yeah. I think the lyrics on here too. I'm trying to make sure to put the
Yeah, they are.
So like that's the other thing with this series is I'm trying to put the lyrics in every single. I think they're all up to date at this point, and the lyrics are included in all of them, so you can like you can go peep before you quote me on Twitter and shit.
And
I
if
hate being
anything's
misquoted.
misspelled,
Then roast me.
yeah, roast them back.
Nah, it was just misspelled. I'll be like trying to. Like, that's what I say. I'm not like trying to. But yeah, so I was Raising the Bar 3. I had to go between the bars, make fun of myself, and maybe, you know, clarify a couple lines you might have missed or whatever. Give some of the motivation behind it.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like the energy of that one.
Okay, so this is Raising the Bar 4. Happened in August, so the next month after 3. This is man, I don't really remember too much about this one.
The new thing is quoting shit and putting Av and Bonnie.
Oh yeah.
The Av shit
Yeah.
I've known for a minute. That's fucked. You guys are fucked.
Yeah.
Somebody said he spells wrong because he writes in shorthand. I wish we had the little sound effect board. This fool DJ Sparkwick, when we go on tour and do shows and shit, he always has these sound effects on deck, and one of them is like crowd, little like and one of them's crickets, and one of them is go-to whenever I make a joke or something, like he'll just do that ayo like Anchorman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy, just to clown. But anyways, I wish we had that for that great joke, Mr. Mike Hawk.
Hell yeah, Mike. All right, so Raising the Bar 4, produced by Chase Moore.
Yeah. Again, I think the focus is every time I'm like, I want to do something completely different than the last one, so I feel like this is a different vibe. I don't remember this one as well.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
I think it's like long.
remember it,
yeah.
but
yeah. Chase Moore, of course.
Yeah.
Directed by AVOCADO. Oops, there it is.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Hey,
Fucking,
what's good? ILLMAC.
Oh,
Raising the bar four.
okay. So this is. Okay, so this was your ace in the hole against the battle royale.
So I thought.
Yeah, this is this one.
So I thought.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Yeah. So we did the Caddy Royale Battle of the Zay. Well, I did that battle. It was real deal. We didn't do it, but kinda. I think you manipulated the pay-per-view.
I was there.
Or whatever.
Yeah. I was there.
You were
Pushing
covering
people.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I helped a little bit.
Yeah, I think you gave me like a beer or two in the ring, actually, because I was like, I need alcohol.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in at Battle of the Zay. I was doing the Royal Caddy Royale, and I had this. Did I have it on deck, or did we film it at? We filmed it like right after, huh? Yeah, because I say in the intro.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did the battle as real deal myself. Everybody knows Marv won and Frank Stacks in 5-way battle or whatever. Everyone showed up for the most part. Controversial. It was controversy. It's pure pandemonium when the
result was. The
result was. Yeah.
Riddled with controversy.
Yeah, I felt like it definitely, like, whatever. I don't want to get too far into it, but I felt like EK and myself, I felt kind of were the standout performances. And it came down, ultimately it came to a vote online, because there's like 2.5K to the winner. So there was like an online vote when the battle was released for like a week or two, I think. It might have been 2 weeks that polls were open.
Yeah.
So I recorded Raising the Bar, like, hey, you'll see in the intro, I'm like, yo, vote for me over here, and I'll drop another one ASAP, whatever. I was actually camping the weekend the announcement was made. I had to like drive to a gas station to get service just to see that Frank Stacks, 5th place, actually won.
But a lot of, so the reason why a lot of people attribute him to winning is because his promo after the battle happened is that he took this, which ILLMAC released as, ammo to win.
Right.
And then he took this and looped the end. That there was like this part in the
beat, yeah.
The beat plays out, so he looped it and basically ADR'd this whole video and kind of copied your cadence too. Like,
yeah, I honestly didn't watch it. I heard about it. I don't know if it had that big of a place because I heard about it and I was like, oh, he's trolling. I'm like, well, here's my ultimate troll move. And I hit my people up, and it was removed from YouTube in the next like 2 hours, like an hour or something. It was gone. And I'm like, ha. And also what attributed, but yeah, that was like what tied into this. I know he had a lot of shit on Battle App and Burner and Simon Rex kind of riding for him, tweeting out to vote for Frank Stacks too. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't end up watching it, unfortunately. I actually would have liked to see it, but he did.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he like did a lips, essentially what is like that bad lip reading or whatever, like that. Shit
yeah, I mean
the
the mouth doesn't match at all, but it's more like your cadence matches, and it's just Frank being ridiculous,
right?
Like talking about dicks and dwarves and
all
the stuff he loves to fantasize about.
Nice.
But yeah, Chase is actually like just pulling up right now, so let's like hold off.
You want to
wait
wait on this one?
Because
cool.
We'll start it and like not be able to finish it and not to go get him.
Right. No, yeah, we'll wait for a couple minutes. Chase pulled up. He's on his way up. You got any questions? What up, Jacob? I seen you. Who did I see earlier? Blockhead or Brickhead or something? Was asking for a shout out earlier. Some shit
you
like
messed
that.
One up.
Blockhead, a Brickhead, a fuckhead. We'll go with fuckhead. How about that? Yeah. Dave Schmidt said it was a popularity contest, not a battle contest. Yeah, I feel you. I could see like his rationale though. He kind of was like, well, you tried to like incentivize your fans to vote by, doing the Raising the Bar thing and promoting it. So I was fucking Rockhead. My bad, Rockhead.
Rockhead.
So he's like, so here's what I'm gonna do, and kind of went all out with it. So I get where he was coming from with that. It's because he had Simon Rex and Burner and everybody riding for him too. So he just reached a lot of people. And Battle App is a big community that he's pretty big in on that app too. So, but you know, you win some, you lose some.
So
but
when is
live.
Iron versus you coming out?
Xmas.
Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So Iron Solomon versus ILLMAC is dropping a KOTD in Christmas. If you want to see it early, sign up to King of the Dot Rewards. You get to see it a week early. When is you versus JC dropping?
I'm not sure, but I know they just dropped Big K and O Red.
I think it might be next.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be the next one.
Kind of surprised that one wasn't first because it's like King of the Dot was going to do Big K and pass.
They came out the same day.
Yeah, Big K just had a fucking hell of a day, man.
Yeah. He's killing it.
2 battles that people were like, he got fucking washed in, and then when they came out, like, oh, look, it's a different story.
Right, yeah. Someone asked me any tip for writer's block.
Writer's wedge.
Just write, you know, and not from a like I have to write, but like I try to set times where I'm like, I'm gonna be productive in this time frame, and if I can't write or I'm not feeling inspired, I'll go through old material, or I'll read, or I'll watch some like music documentaries, or just kind of give myself creative juices and motivation to fucking, you know, to later tap into, you know. But more importantly, I do try to just keep writing, even if I don't end up using it, even if it's till fucking, if I'm just taking old material that I haven't used or put out, reworking it. And then other than that, man, just trying to feed yourself inspiration by traveling, doing some new shit, going for a walk, working out, reading, watching some music documentary, like all that. You know, what you put in is what you get out. What you put in your brain, what you feed it, you know, what kind of creativity and influences you put in there, or what you get out of it. Yeah, I watch porn for inspiration too, but you know, it's not limited to. Oh shit, Spotify has a writer's block playlist, Desi said. That's really dope. Yeah, sometimes you got to turn away from your normal habits of like even music you listen to or shows you watch or whatever, and just do random shit. You know, there's no one, I don't think there's any one solution as much as just feeding yourself as many different sort of modes of inspiration that you can. Yeah, there's more, I come up with a lot of throwaways and shit, or I write a lot of verses I never end up using, but more often than not, I end up coming back to them in, like, oh, if I'm writing to a beat and I kind of hit a little quick pothole, I wouldn't say block, but like, I don't know where to go from here. I'll go through old shit and be like, oh, this line, but I'm going to flip it this way and reword it. And so it never goes wasted, you know?
Hold up.
Hey.
Hold up. The real is in the building. Do you want me to be over here so you can be in the center? I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I don't care. Whatever you want.
I don't care either. I mean, this is your thing, so I'll
Alright.
stay over here.
Alright. I don't know why I pulled out this piece of gum and then didn't
You don't want it?
follow through. I will want it, just not right now. Yeah. Who's my favorite rapper?
Who's you rap?
Sage Francis, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite rapper. Like Pac, I put in his own category, so you can maybe say that. But it's different moods. I think I'm probably my favorite rapper. I bump my shit the most, but it's not always bumping it like I'm the best. There's a fair amount of that, but a lot of times I'm bumping it like, how can I do this better, or fucking do I need to re-record it, or what songs go together. Yeah, I'm actually, hey, Ozzy G, I'm actually working on getting Super Chat. We're figuring out some logistical issues right now with being an artist page and everything, because there's kind of some complications on that end with certain aspects. Yeah, I can move my channel over, but it's just, yeah, we're working on the pros and cons right now and trying to figure out a solution to actually get Super Chat. Appreciate that suggestion, though. Thoughts on for the Premier Battle League, Dave Schmidt asked. Shoddy Horror shit. That shit is tight. That shit looks dope. It's different. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't been keeping up, and I'm not sure of the exact format, but just the idea of pitting teams and kind of have a season and coaches. Have you been like watching all the announcements and everything?
Yeah,
like what do you make of it?
Shoddy's team.
Of course.
Shocks is on somebody else's team. It's like the only thing that like I don't really dig about it, which I guess is like kind of it. Chase, I got you some beer over here if you want. And also there's cups if you want some Hennessy, or you can just drink it out. I don't fucking care. You
I'll
can just
tug
drink
it out, but fuck it, I'll take a cup. Where's your
right in front of you, like, yeah, right there. It's cool. Like, I just wish there was more like diverse Americans in there, you know, because it's. I understand it's a British league,
Yeah.
but I feel like their talent pool isn't really that expansive, you know. It's like it.
Is
they
that
kinda get
any of
eaten
the
up.
Shuffalo squad
Shuffalo
been announced
aren't
for
on
any?
it,
No.
not yet. And then I don't think O'Shea's on it yet. Tony D, I think, is on a team.
Isn't he like team manager
Yeah,
or
you're right.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
he's
Like
team
how
manager.
Shoddy has his
Yeah.
team, he's got
Yeah,
one.
and I don't understand how the team managers work. Like, do they battle?
It's probably gonna be some shit like, you know, like UFC shit where maybe at some point
Yeah.
the team, you know, they
Yeah, they might
battle
have
as
to.
well or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
Chase is in the building.
Yeah.
Sorry I got here late. I'm a scumbag.
It's all good. We just did one between the
Chase
bars for
your,
number 3.
headphones,
Um,
whichever ones you want.
Nice. Wait, is this the one where you have to prove how much you're not a flat earther? Was that 3?
that's pretty much every race in
think-
the
I
bar.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mentioned flat earth in 2.
Really?
Remember? I'm like, the page is a flat earth. My words dove off the edges.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
But it's almost like if you just say the word flat earth, they don't give a fuck what the line is.
Yeah.
See? He's
Yeah.
a flat earth.
See,
See?
he believes it. He said flat, and then 3 years later, he said Earth.
Yeah. Right. Nah, that's you spreading with the fucking spreading the misinformation
Yeah,
as far as me being
I'm
a
full of
flat
propaganda.
earther.
But anyway, so this is Racing the Bar 4. Let's get back into it. It was the intro over again. This was, the time frame was, he recorded this after Battle of the Zay, where he battled in the Rumble, and he was using this as a promotional tool to win the votes. Unfortunately, the voting system, there was a lot of controversy involved, and ILLMAC didn't win, but this is still really fucking dope. And I remember this came out, I was like, it seemed like every race in the bar was just getting better and better and better. And Chase
Yeah.
produced this, as always.
Try to do it, make a different vibe and outdo ourselves every time
Hey,
on the race in the bar.
do you stop them between it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like just during?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
just like a watch.
Yeah.
So you can make fun of shit or be like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
here,
Well,
you
we
know
tend
what I
to
mean?
not, it's not really making fun. But
Especially them last 4 bars. You know what I mean? I got to talk about that. You know what I mean? That's on this one, right?
I don't
Hey.
remember.
okay, so what you guys don't know is these flashing icons are actually dick pics.
Alien
What's
dick
good?
pics.
ILLMAC.
You snuck in a dick in every race in the bar and you just never knew. It's like those Disney old, like, you know how they...
I was honestly gonna put a dick pic on the World Domination 6 pay-per-view with you versus Pat Stay at the end. After the decision, I was gonna put a fucking huge dick pic on the frame. I'm so glad I didn't, because that's like so highly unprofessional. But I was just fucking wild, and at the time I was fucking wasted.
That's
And I'm like,
hilarious.
that wouldn't be fucking funny.
Bro, I think you should do that on everything you edit from now on. Some
Yeah.
little subliminal weird thing.
Just flash
Watch out,
up,
guys.
just hey, just
Of only dicks.
hey, just flash up the little like a gif of organic from
Oh,
the
when
big
he's
K
licking his
bars
lips. Yeah.
during the next
I've always
URL
wanted-
pay per view.
I think I've told you guys. I think I've told you guys.
Yeah, the lick.
Yeah,
During the next
head ice
URL
battle.
pay yeah,
That-
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. All right,
I've
heard it here.
always wanted to edit like a famous celebrity in the background, so, like really like casually, like you want to put Beyonce in the background.
That's
some
so
battle. So people
funny.
are like, "What? Yo, Beyonce!"
Is that B? Oh, it's
Yeah.
No, you
B.
should do it with a celebrity that's dead. When it's even trippier.
Conspiracy. Just put Pac in the background. Be like,
That'd
"Yo."
be sick. That'd be sick.
All right, so
Yep.
get back into it.
Hey, what's good? ILLMAC, raising the bar 4. Shout out, ruin your day and chase more bars.
All right, so that, what's your mindset behind that, right? That was all freestyle.
That was off the top of the yacht.
I remember when you did it, I laughed, and then you were like, kind of laughed too. And I'm like, I shouldn't have fucked him up.
No, it's definitely off the top of the yacht. It wasn't written.
And there's always that little weird space before you spit a verse that you gotta say some shit.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a yo, but I'm hyped because, you know what I'm saying? It says my name, so I'm like, dope.
That's a bar.
Yeah. In itself.
Make sure to subscribe below. And at the end of this video, click the link and vote on the Caddy Royale. Because if I win, I'm dropping number 5.
Another thing Frank always roasted you for this is like, look how many times I pick my nose. Because you do this a lot in this race.
He said that in there?
Yeah.
Man, that's some rapper shit.
Yeah, it is. No, for sure.
Nah, I just had a booger.
Who picks their nose like this? Like, you're not.
I'm wiping
it.
Really, I'm
just,
wiping the sweat because my nose is always sweating.
Or like itching, you know?
Yeah, and the coke.
I'm waiting for the fool to spit around where it's just he's just digging like fully.
Mike Flames did that.
But he ate it though. I'm
Who? What?
Yeah,
Mike Flames.
Yeah, Mike Flames. You
he's
know,
like,
remember
there's
that?
some battle
it's on
back
footage.
in the day where he's like picking his nose and eats it.
Mike Flames? Who's
Yeah,
that?
you remember?
How do I know?
Prime time days, like
Fuck, sounds
buck
familiar.
teeth.
Anyway, sorry to get off.
880, is that an Illuminati?
Yeah,
joint?
it's that's actually this. My social security number flashes on screen.
Vote on the Caddy Royale, because if I win, I'm dropping number 5 ASAP. Look. Hey. Look, I'm transforming like Autobots, the goat at my worst. Like Air Jordan, the rare moment his shot was blocked. Pen with a leaded in it, head with a Hemi in it. They go together, Henny in a spliff, envy in the critic, jealousy and bitches, enemies forgiveness, auction off the business. That means anyone can get it. Let me be specific. I tippy toe, but
shit like that is where you rap it so nonchalantly, but that line in itself, auction off the business, that means anyone can get it. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Anyone could get the business.
Like, that's just crazy. And also, too, I just want to say, every time that one of these fucking Raise the Bars gets filmed, Avo's camera is such good quality that I just realize how dirty my microphone is every time. And I never have cleaned it.
In the recent one,
hilarious.
You'll see it. I kind of noticed in this
It
recent
is
one, too.
dirty.
But it gives it... Did I tell you about how I'm going to make the weight a character?
Really?
The weight holding the mic stand in place.
You'll see when we watch.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but that sounds amazing. I can't wait.
Auction off the business. That means anyone can get it. Let me be specific. I tippy toe between friends and foes. Those who need to send them just to live the code. Definitely a short joke there. Tippy toe between. Guess we got different goals, switch approaches. Felt the pain in my chest, my vision froze. Thinking Sota with the angel of death under mistletoe. Life's a bitch, but while you bitch and moan, a middle finger fucker, bet that bitch will moan. Switch positions, pick and roll, this redemption. Time and space, life's the intersection. God is love is light, ego's misdirection. So what you staring at, huh? What you staring at? This chip on my shoulder weighs a ton, go ahead and carry that. Yeah, the truth is ugly, homie, I'm aware of that. That's why I only look at myself and fear that the mirror cracks. Take you to.
Did you mean to sniff there? Was that part of the performance?
Nah, it's just kind of running out of breath, like just.
Kind of works.
Choreographed sniffs.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
It's like, you know how fools practice the mannerisms
Yeah, I
for
don't
battles
know.
and shit.
It
Like, hold on, right here, I'm gonna be like.
It sounds like.
Well, it's all because even right after this line, you see me be like, the truth, like there's this little like there's some salivation.
Yeah,
Well,
that's just when you're struggling.
Well, that's the thing about rapping too. It's like you have to find those little pockets where you can take a breath. You know what I'm saying? And and fucking sometimes it's like you don't have space to do a. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just gotta hit it with the lip. Plus, I had
love is light.
a little coke
You're
tucked up
trying to
there.
get all the Addy and Coke.
Ego's misdirection. So what you staring at, huh? What you staring at? This chip on my shoulder weighs a ton. Go ahead and carry that. Yeah, the truth is up.
Someone said, why do you always mention the natives? I think the answer to that is because you're native.
Yeah, it's because I'm native.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Ugly, homie, I'm aware of that. That's why I only look at myself and fear that the mirror cracks. Take you to the era where the arrow wax and bury that. Breathe life in their lungs and give them their bows and arrows back. I'm done with mirrors like Aerosmith. Will of a king, heart of a peasant, mind of a heretic. Be forgotten and buried with Native American heritage. Embarrassment, barricaded in arrogance, bearing a burden and barely.
Right there, I kind of mentioned it because, like, you know, growing up, like when I found, I'm not Cherokee, I'm actually Siletz tribe, registered part of the tribe. My mom works for the tribe. My mom's a small brown woman. My dad's the white devil. But, but yeah, Siletz. But, so like that little bar actually was kind of referencing like my childhood, and then when my mom kind of like was putting me on game about the tribe, and me kind of rejecting it because it was different than, I'm like, what? Like, where I, you know, my outlook on natives is like, I ain't no Indian, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a young kid trying to fit in, like middle school or whatever, just kind of becoming aware of that, and I'm like, that makes me different than everyone. I'm cool on that shit. Yeah. And so that's why I say like Native American, be buried with Native American heritage, barricaded in arrogance, in embarrassment, barricaded in arrogance, bearing the burden and barely make. And it's because what I'm referencing right there is just like my fucking outlook at that time was like embarrassment about my Native American heritage, you know what I mean? And it was barricaded in arrogance and shit.
Damn,
and,
I didn't even catch all that.
Yeah, that's like it's kind of like poetic in there, just snuck in there, but that's like what that whole piece is referencing, really.
That breathe life in their lungs and give them their bows and arrows back. I'm done with mirrors like Aerosmith, will of a king, heart of a peasant, mind of a heretic. Be forgotten and buried with Native American heritage. Embarrassment, barricaded in arrogance, bearing a burden and barely make a dent like my parents did. Lose them all chasing the carrot, get there and have no one to share it with. Life isn't fair and it's perilous, I'm bearing witness.
Even right there, you're like still going on that like reflective childhood family shit. It's like it's crazy how much that chunk connects. I never really fully realized how
on itself.
How much it connects. That shit's hard, bro.
Be in arrogance, bearing a burden and barely make a dent like my parents did. Lose them all chasing the carrot, get there and have no one to share it with. Like on some fucking becoming part of the, you know, I could just be part of the rat race like everyone else, and then just chase until you get there, and it's like, what was it all for, you know?
That's crazy.
Get there and have no one to share it with. Life isn't fair and it's perilous. I'm bearing witness unless you're wearing this pair of kicks. Dead to comparisons or perish with them, you know? Like,
you're fucking insane.
Unless you're wearing this pair of kicks, dead to comparisons or perish with them. I've been scheming on some ends, feeling underestimated, really beaming off the bench. What I get from you.
Shout out Any Given Sunday.
Beaming, or Willie, will keep the lady and the ladies come creaming.
Ooh, let's go. Return, how I treat you all depends. Gotta see me at my worst to receive me at my best. Yeah, I'm trying to go from this metro to a Testarossa. I had dreams of getting over, found the edge was closer. Cut the grass for snakes that blade behead a vulture. Barrel smoke and shoot an angel off the devil's shoulder. The bread that you work for has a guilty stench. What's clean money? You either dirt poor or filthy rich. So don't ask about wars, we can't afford to be in the Flint. Got water, I can't be bothered with a North Korean. That's like giving up your rights to assure your freedom of deporting people that were here before the Europeans. Like taking land with smallpox as an offering, moving natives to reservations, then calling them sovereign. No, calling me conscious, dog, this is common sense. We on the same side of the fence, like a Khan and a lawman, chanting mantras of Brahma.
You want to talk about that?
That what? Just that piece, that line, or what?
Yeah, there's something about that line that we talked about the last time. That I specifically remember, same side of the fence like a column of law.
It's Khan and a lawman.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm talking about like, till Flint got water, I can't be bothered with a North Korean. That's like giving up your rights to assure your freedom or deporting people that were here before the Europeans. Meaning none of that makes sense. Like if we can't take care of home, what are we fighting for anywhere else, or the cause? You know what I mean? Like that's the problem. Like, and then so when I say like ain't no calling me conscious. Like what I just said shouldn't be considered deep or conscious. Like so ain't no calling me conscious. Dog, this is common sense. We on the same side of the fence like a Khan and a lawman. Meaning, because you would think, Khan and a lawman, opposite sides of the fence. But I think it was, I'm going to get shit for this reference, but I think the first time I heard it was Immortal Technique, maybe during the Occupy Wall Street shit. and he was talking about like the idea of fuck the police, whatever, whatever, and he's like in front of a group of people, and he's like, the police aren't the enemy. The police are 2 bounce checks away from being out here with us. You know what I mean? They're used as pawns, but at the end of the day, like there's bigger issues fueling these behaviors, this violence and all that. And so that's kind of what that line is referencing. Like, we're on the same side of the fence, like a Khan and a lawman. Like, it's all the same shit. What are we really fighting for, you know?
Just real quick, too, I think I really appreciate, too, like, for all of these, too, like, it'd be hella easier to just do, like, I mean, I know the whole purpose is to gas out for hella bars and shit.
Talking about Immortal Day.
Oh, shit.
He raped his own mom, B.
Oh, my God.
That concept song.
Yeah, I remember that.
Story track. Stupid. Love that.
Oh, yeah, no, all I was going to say is it's dope that it's not just always random punchline-y shit. There's fucking... There's a lot of, you know, meaning and fucking...
Yeah.
It's entendrical.
Hey, it's entendrical for sure.
I appreciate the layers, and even someone like me who fucking produced the song and is there when we're doing it, I'm still catching shit way after the fact. That happens all the time with your shit.
Right. I appreciate
the layers, baby.
It says we on the same side of the fence, like a Khan and a lawman, chanting mantras of Brahma, bonding with Elijah Muhammad. See past lives and Paul Bearers Hall in my coffin. I learned my soul was the ghost and that my body was haunted. But before my body was gone, my thoughts had long been departed. Took ayahuasca with shamans, talked to God in the garden, read Upanishads with Prabhupada. He offered me knowledge. I don't have a soul, I have a body. Cause I am a soul that has a body. That's life embodied on earth. If the beat has some soul, soon as the sample load, I catch a body, then add it to my body of work. Let's work.
Talk about those.
Yeah, that's like a concept I kind of revisit a lot. That whole shit. Or is that was that what you were talking about?
No, about the beat right there. I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Because that's how Frank looped the shit, right?
And when I was exporting the beat, I was like, do I fucking leave the little blank part? Just because I always like to give the beat a little shine or cut it off.
Right.
And I didn't.
We learned our lesson.
We learned our lesson.
Chase?
Damn you, Frank Stacks.
That concept, though, I don't have a soul, I have a body. Because I am a soul that has a body that's life embodied on earth. If the beat has some soul, as soon as the sample load, I catch a body, then add it to my body of work. Let's work. That concept, though, of like being a soul but having a body is something I find myself revisiting a lot. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, a common theme I feel like can sort of a go-to referential point, just that kind of sums up my philosophicals. You know?
So that was Raising the Bar 4. Here's Raising the Bar 5, which was not filmed by me. This is when ILLMAC was in Portland.
Not recorded by me either. But it's tight as fuck.
I actually do like this one a lot. I like this one a lot, probably because I didn't do it, so I appreciate it more.
Right, you're not part of the process.
Yeah.
It's like producers, you know, I hear like not rapping on their own beats and his bangers just because they weren't there for every step. They can appreciate it more.
Oh, dude, that's fucking. I love rapping on other people's beats.
Yeah. It's just hard to find people that make as good a beats as you, right, old chap?
Talk to him.
Yeah. So, kind of going in line with what we talked about on the Between the Bars 4, this was like immediately after the decision of the Royal Rumble, Frank Stack's decision, because I had said on Raising the Bar 4, like, if I win, I'm gonna put out Raising the Bar 5 ASAP.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. And that's why because I was in Portland and I didn't wait to get back to film it with you. I found the homie Nopo Porter to film it, and I filmed Raising the Bar 5 out in Portland. Still produced by Chase Moore, just recorded audio and filmed with someone else. But he's dope. I fuck with him.
We haven't played the new Raising the Bar yet. We're gonna finish Raising the Bar 5, and then we're gonna play an unreleased music video.
Yeah.
And then Raising the Bar.
Yeah, we're gonna end with
6.
with the new Raising the Bar.
So just hold tight.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
And also with this one, if I'm not mistaken, usually you'll either have the beat already picked out or go through a folder. You were out of town, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the only beat I sent you, right? Where you're like, yo, I need some shit for Raising the Bar 5. like this kind of a vibe, and I was like, all right, I'll send one. If you fuck with it, I think this is the one, but I'll send more.
This was,
I
yeah.
love this beat.
Yeah, this is like
might be my favorite.
Because all the
Yeah,
other
I love
ones,
this beat.
it'll usually just be either like ILLMAC in the lab going through my folders, or I might be like, oh, maybe try this one, you know. But this one, it was just like, I just sent the one beat.
Yeah.
I was like, I can send more, but I think this is probably the one. Because he said too, he was like, I want it to be, you know, with an 808 and just that sort of have that sort of cadence in it. And
again, to switch it up, like how we talked about, like we try to make everyone different vibe than the last and keep it, you know, morphing into kind of like a series with variety and taste.
Also, this one's pretty different too.
Huh?
Also, this one's pretty different too.
No, yeah, exactly. This one's different.
It has a couple of those little effects and shit. I really like that the one where it's like goes side to side and shit.
Yeah. And it's black and white. And there was a thing where it's like, it's number 5. And he kind of convinced me. He's like, I kind of want to play around with it, Noah. He's like, I kind of want to play around with it. And I'm like, well, we try to keep it uniform. He's like, well, I was just thinking like black and white and doing this little effect. And he kind of showed me what he was thinking about doing. And he's like, what he sold me on was like, but it's number 5. It's kind of a special thing. And even if I'll probably never do another one, or if I do, maybe do number 10 with another effect thing and just kind of make it I was like, all right, let's go ahead and do that. And then when I seen it, I was like, sick.
Yeah, it's dope. All right, let's get into it. Raising the bar 5.
It's my lucky number. I love this beat.
Yeah. ILLMAC. Chase more on the slap. Raising the bar 5. Subscribe below if you haven't. And if you have, this is for y'all. Check it out, look. Yo, grown man, don't need no one to do me favors. Suit yourself, the suit is tailored and the shoes a gator. Cut them off and I use a razor. God cut me from a different cloth. With fall apart, use a stapler. Suture stitches on my wounded frame rejuvenated. We put it all in a line in pursuit of paper. Dark past, but my future's greater. Reaper saying death is promised, acknowledged. I hold you to it later. Stealing on them like looters, excuses who could blame us. Even treat them like refunds, send them to the maker. I'm like Eagle from Guardians, call it hubris if I'm too abrasive. Build a planet, then I nuke the matrix. Lungs of fumigators, getting high as lunar bases. Heart of supernova, heads a moon full of super craters. I'm like a mutant with a human.
Them Guardian verse, them Guardian referentials. I remember when I first wrote it or recorded, I can't remember. You're like, I like spit it, and I was like, cause you know, and you're like, no spoilers, cause he hadn't seen it yet. And he's a huge comic,
really.
Marvel.
And I knew Ego was in it, but I didn't know what role.
Yeah.
And then you have that, and I'm like, fuck, no, don't spoil it, don't spoil it.
I'm like Ego from Guardians, call it hubris if I'm too abrasive. Build a planet, then I nuke the Matrix. But he's like, no spoilers, I don't know.
There's excuses who could blame us. Even treat them like refunds, send them to the maker. I'm like Eagle from Guardians, call it hubris if I'm too abrasive. Build a planet, then I nuke the Matrix. Lungs of fumigators, getting high as lunar bases. Hearts of supernova, heads a moon full of super craters. I'm like a mutant with a human nature. I'm immune to haters, going super saiyan, surviving euthanasia. Started chopper in the foreign origami. How I'm folding dollars, come across crazy like a border hopper. My pen is in a loony bin and I'm the story's author. Thinking about this harsh game, sipping 40 water. I crept in.
Shout out 40, man. E40 is one of the most underrated legends of all time to me. Thanks. And not even just on some like West Coast legend shit, or also being the most unique voice and influence in hip hop history, but he's underrated as a lyricist to me. He be saying some bars and some game.
Nah,
like,
40 really raps.
He's a game. I referenced it on also on Still Standing. What I say? Something about him and Shady. 40 gave me game.
Learn the gay from 40.
Yeah, something about
Shady made me a monster.
Yeah. Something about like 40 made a game spitter, Shady made a monster. That's what I say, or whatever. But yeah, 40, man. Like, I know I'm like I always reference the like one of the less popular 40 albums, but like Charlie Hustle is what caught me at a certain time and like changed my life at the time.
That was crazy,
man, and I've been tuned in.
Ghetto Report Card was my shit.
Yeah, man. 40 though. Shout out 40.
Chop it.
Harsh Game. 40 Water.
In the foreign origami, how I'm
Wordplay.
folding dollars come across crazy like a border hopper. My pen is in a loony bin and I'm the story's author. Thinking about this harsh game, sipping 40 water. I crept in when the door was shut. When I left, it was boarded up. I bet it tortures you. So concerned with the next trend, that's boring, bruh. But I was breastfed, so fuck a formula. On my time, petty move the receiver. The attitude is Rihanna and the booty Serena.
Yo, that was, I don't know
Reseda.
if, did this drop before, yeah, this dropped before Petty's passing, right? Yo, for some reason, and there's been multiple references since that I've referenced Tom Petty. I think it's because, like, the homie Carney would be bumping them and shit, and I'd randomly, like, bump some Tom Petty. Like, and he talks about the, like, Valley a lot. Like, like he references Reseda specifically.
Shout out Reseda, baby.
All that shit. Free fun, you know. Actually, his documentary on Netflix was fire, too.
I seen you tweet about that. I need to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's like, was that the long one? Maybe it's the George Harrison that was like 5 hours or something.
Yeah, that one's long as fuck. I seen that.
But yeah, shout out Tom Petty, R.I.P. GOAT.
So concerned with the next trend, that's boring, bruh. But I was breastfed, so fuck a formula. On my time, petty move the receiver. The attitude is Rihanna and the booty Serena. I shoulda knew she a diva. If I get popped for moving this reefer, she'll flip my guap like Gucci and Keisha. Yeah, we treat life like a movie.
And congrats to Gucci and Keisha. You know, got the references. I think that I'm writing this. I'm writing reality. And then it, you know.
Oh, sorry, that's my psychic.
Wayne deposition. Sorry.
That's my
Pop for moving this reefer, she'll flip my guap like Gucci and Keisha. Yeah, we treat life like a movie in theaters, but all these rappers is trash, so I'm using a sweeper. Got us beefing like Tunchi and Fimo. Got us beefing like Sunni and Shia. Do your career like we nuking Korea.
Alright, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but right there was actually a reference to only one line, which he tends to do, like, and I do a lot. Like, he always references the homies' lines, like, damn near quote a line of mine or Moby in a bar and rhyme it differently. But on a old, I want to say it was Bad Neighbors album, only said something V5 to Flusy. That's just the rhyme. But then he was like, in street fights, we beef like Shiites and Sunnis. And he kept going. And I remember when I heard this is years ago, like, when that album dropped, it was when I was just getting into Sand People, like, a decade ago. And I was like, what's Shiites and Sunnis? And then he's like, he broke down the geographicals and all that. And yeah, so anyways, when I was writing this, I was on that rhyme already, and I'm like, this is too perfect. It's like, I'm just gonna pay a little homage to the homie Only One right there on that.
Treat life like a movie in theaters, but all these reefers should flip my cash, so I'm using a sweeper. Got us beefing like Tunchi and Fimo. Got us beefing like Sunni and Shia. Do your career like we nuking Korea. It's a rap. I thought you figured that. Nobody wanna see us like a Talib Twitter rant. Finger tap, change your life like the Tinder rap. Pillar cap, quicker than
Isn't he beefing with the Soros right now on Twitter? Yo,
him and Pete have been going back and forth.
I respect his legacy. I respect Black Star, all that shit. But he is terrible on Twitter, yo. I had to unfollow him. Like, I can't watch you argue with every single fan over nothing all day, every day. Yeah. Go on these long-winded rants. I'm like, I'm cool. See, yo, this is the Nostradamus of raising the bars.
It's crazy. Shazam over here.
I predicted him getting banned from Twitter right there. that little suspension.
Shout out to Nico, though.
Nico's tight as fuck.
Shout out to Nico.
I fuck with Nico.
Nico is sick as fuck.
A Talib Twitter rant. Finger tap, change your life like the Tinder rap. Pillar cap, quicker than a silverback and skinner cat. Monster, I'm Blanca, but you appear shocked. Butterfly to the face when game removed the teardrop. I'm an alien, what you doing here? What?
Oh, another butterfly reference.
Damn.
We're making, because number 2 has one, number 3 has one. This one, I mean, butterfly knife.
Hey,
I get a butterfly to the face, like when Game removed the teardrop.
You talked about Game a few times too, bro.
Oh, in the first one.
You be liking butterflies in the game.
Butterflies, the game.
Aliens, he said.
Planes, Flat Earth. Yeah, I got my themes. The soul.
I like stuff.
Butterfly to the face when game remove the teardrop. I'm an alien, what you doing here? Watch, I'm passing through the earth and to boost my souvenir shop. And street whipping, fuck a speed limit, remix it. My calm side is Popeye when he eats spinach. Open doors, street rappers like I treat women. And street critics like I treat bitches, fuck them all. Think I'm bluffing, make the fucking call. Used to make 100 off a loud pack just to puff it all. Blow a cloud until the sun is gone. Thanking God I got my package through customs, basking in the London fog. If they asking, it ain't luck at all. They throwing shots without a gun involved. Shh, I just brush them off. Underdog, not the one to try to come above. Now come up off my respect. Fuck how I come across. Ill. Shit.
Come. That's another thing that I talked about at the end of that shit a lot.
Like maybe I take back how layered this shit is, you know? I think I take that back. Your shit ain't really that layered. You're just, you know what I mean? You're just really repeating the same, like,
jizzing everywhere, giving
flat
it up
earth,
the game.
come.
Looking at butterflies in the sky.
Yeah, this shit whack.
My style is a lotus unfolding on itself infinitely. So it's always lotus petals, but there's no beginning and no end.
Yeah, but
you feel me?
Okay, we get it, bro. Imagery. It fucking
Flowers.
rhymes.
I love that beat.
Hey, somebody asked me what I use too. Pro Tools.
Cocaine. Oh, my.
Pro Tools and Reason is what I use to make beats.
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations,
And
guys,
drugs.
for sticking around.
Too much.
You guys get the ultimate treat. Do you guys want another beer, by the way? I'll get you one really fast.
Yes. And I'll do another little. I'm shouting out my social media. Y'all are famous right now.
Hey,
all
how
right, look.
social is you getting?
Look. Hey, we're live right now with Chitta Mutta. Avo over here, he's getting beers. Look, there's 130 people in here, and you're not one of them. Look at these cool motherfuckers in the chat. We're debuting a new music video on Raising the Bar 6 now. Tune in.
Goes your gum.
Ah.
Pour gum in there, man.
Nah, man, that was the one.
All right. So,
Okay.
this is a brand new music video from Ethereal, the album that ILLMAC and Gold Genie Bagwell put out.
Yes.
Produced entirely by Smoke of Old Dominion. Huge fan of Smoke myself.
Smoke is amazing.
Huge fan of Smoke myself. Oh, is that a double entendre?
Yeah. I mean,
because you're a fan
I
of the
be
producer, but you be piffing.
Yeah. I be fucking blazed at least an hour a day.
Just because of your tolerance.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so fucking
I'm so tolerant.
So much. I have to smoke entirely too much to get high, but yeah. So this isn't out yet, so you guys are getting the exclusive premiere.
Yeah.
Who did this video again?
Tim, the homie Tim, but it's Sound Lapse Media. He's done the video with us. Can't Take That Away. He did the Woodstock from Clay Pigeon's music video. He also did Last One, which is from Ethereal, the same album. So this is essentially the second music video with me and my man Goldini Bagwell. The project's out now. So yeah, let's get in this video. We're not gonna put this or the Raising the Bar out till next week. I might, I might drop a Patreon and throw it up there, but we'll talk about that in a sec. But this is a song called The Who, and it's track 2 off of the album Ethereal.
Song's tight as fuck.
Available everywhere online.
Let me turn off annotations. I always forget to do that. All right, let's get it. Anticlimactic.
Know who I am. Must not 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 know who I am. Look around. Everybody want the end result without the work. Might see me shine, I came out the dirt. That means I was grounded first. Dirt from my shoulder blade, solving airspace. Find my place between the clouds and the earth. All about $1, but I feel like $1 million. Cause I paint 1,000 pictures worth 1,000 words. If I had to break
This video is fucking sick, dude. Tim killed this shit, dude.
So, yeah, I like that he's rapping your verse. That's tight.
Yeah, because it's the whole thing is like must not know who I.
Sorry,
and
I know
you
we're not
keep
supposed to
playing
pause and talk about this.
No,
but
I mean it's cool. That's what we're doing here. It's all good. I was like thinking of that before we started. Before we started this, like, I almost want to talk less because I want to see because we watched it last night, but actually before that I hadn't seen the full music video aside from having shitty internet in Canada on tour on my phone. So I've really only seen it last night on a screen, so it's new to me still too. But yeah, that was kind of some of the concept behind it. It was must not know who I am, and both of us kind of playing off each other in the video.
Now Earth, all about $1, but I feel like a million, cause I paint 1,000 pictures worth 1,000 words. If I had to break it down in thirds, just get up, get out off the couch and serve. Wave bye to the baseline when it's game time. I step out the house onto a cloud, then it's about where I'm going, not where I've been. Don't question my motives.
But right there too, so we had done a few takes driving around with just the camera mounted or whatever. And so we weren't being directed, like the fool wasn't in the back seat. We was like, all right, just drive around, play the shit, do a couple takes. And for one of the takes, we had done it a couple times, him in the passenger seat, and like he's like something off the couch and skirt, like in the song. So like I went like this on the shit, and like you see everybody shift, and like a couple of seconds after that, I think it fucked him up because you don't see it, obviously. But in that take, he's like, that kind of scared me. Like, because we're kind of smashing down a side street when I did it. But he played it off long enough for the shot to be cool.
All about $1, but I feel like a million, cause I paint 1,000 pictures worth 1,000 words. If I had to break it down in thirds, just get up, get out off the couch and serve. Wave bye to the baseline when it's game time. I step out the house onto a cloud, then it's about where I'm going, not where I've been. Don't question my motives, are fair like skin. I'm golden, I'm glowing like E.T.'s fingers. Reach into your soul and stare right in. There I am, wanna share in my blessing, gotta share my sin. Open eyes, let a vulture fly free, tryna feed on my body your work. You should probably get to know me first. Matter of fact, so should I. Bipolarized, I put in overtime to toe the line between a can of Pabst and cultural wine. So if you ask for facts, I probably answer back with this old reply like, must not know who I am. Must not know who I am. You must not know who I am. You must not know who I am. I'll let you not know who I am. I'll let you not know who I am. I'll let you not know who I am. I staggered in here over shattering mirrors, spilling my guts in the craftiest beer, refilling my cup with amethyst tears. I'm chilling, I'm drunk, and the classy is here. Fuck 'em. They shouldn't have came in the presence of kings. Looking afraid, you can get got if you took that to the heart. Stay under the train of thought, you'll get pushed in the way. OG Kush to the J. Way up, just push play, we'll invade your trunk. Off the hip with a blade to hunt. I'll make the cut, then pop up later like a razor bump. I don't make assumptions and fake the funk. Take a substance, my face is numb. A leap of faith is nothing in this game we run. That's a suicide drill, I ain't afraid to jump. Off 2 to 5 pills. Hallucinating like who decides real? Do what I feel, swear to God in me. Probably fuck around and get my human side killed. Shit is do or die, preaching to Jesus. Always on the grind, only sleep when it's needed. Couldn't keep me a secret, God told me I'm the one.
This fool Chase is like, how come you're taller than gold in the mirror? Because like you see our like reflections going back and forth.
I thought it was you.
No, it's our reflections going back
and
forth. Which is funny because we've been mistaken as each other on tour. Like, fools have come up to me, like, after his set at the merch table and shit. I think it's, like, when we have the same facial hair and shit. But, yeah, like, in the mirror, it's us going back and forth. Like, in those glitches, it's both of our faces going back and forth. Yeah. And Jay's like, why are you taller than gold? I'm like, I was standing on a camera case. Nice. I was trying to lurch so we'd be the same size, but if I was...
Funk.
You inside information. You heard it here first.
Take a substance, my face is numb. A leap of faith is nothing in this game we run. That's a suicide drill. I ain't afraid to jump. Off 2 to 5 pills.
Side note, I love how this is like the day drinking anthem right here. It's just like you guys get fucked up at the brewery.
I know. You know what time
I know the
this
whole
was?
backstory. Yeah.
This is like 8 a.m. and we're like drinking
the
at the
nicest
bar.
day ever in Portland. It was like, oh, this is their son. What's this foreign thing?
For real.
Make assumptions and fake the funk. Take a substance, my face is numb. A leap of faith is nothing in this game we run. That's a suicide drill. I ain't afraid to jump. Off 2 to 5 pills. Hallucinating like who decides real? Do what I feel, swear to God in me. Probably fuck around and get my human side killed. Shit is do or die, preaching to Jesus. Always on the grind, only sleep when it's needed. Couldn't keep me a secret, God told me I'm the one. When a verse shall be last, you don't need to repeat it, nah. Must not know who I am. Must not know who I am. must not know who I am. You must not know who I am. You must not know who I am.
Hey, that's the only person you'll ever see serving me.
Beat it now.
Right there.
You must not know who I am.
Let's go.
You must not know who I am. 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 You must not know who I am.
I feel like bad company. I feel like I'm Tommy from my heart to Huckabees. I feel like they're judging me. I feel like I'm lost on them. That's all the subtlety. Step in my shoes. Got nothing better to do. My head is on loose cause my neck is unscrewed. I'm bending the rules. Telling Neo there was never a spoon. Wide awake for
You remember that scene? What I'm talking about right there?
In the Matrix, the spoon?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
bend the spoon with your mind or something
Yeah,
like that?
well, yeah, he's talking to the kid when he goes to meet the Oracle.
The white rabbit?
No, he's talking to just that little telepathic kid like in the front room.
Yeah.
And he's like, he talking to him while he's waiting to talk to the Oracle or whatever. And the kid like bends the spoon and essentially he asks like, how would you do that or some shit? And the kid's like, basically like, the trick is like, there was never a spoon. And like, was like, what? And then he gets called in or whatever. That's like, what that reference
Feel
is.
like I'm Tommy from my heart to Huckabees. I feel like they're judging me. I feel like I'm lost on them. That's all the subtlety. Step in my shoes. Got nothing better to do. My head is on loose cause my neck is unscrewed. I'm bending the rules. Telling Neo there was never a spoon.
Wide awake for consecutive moons. Chain smoking with the sheep I count. Talking to myself from separate rooms like, geez, I hate you so much right now. I feel I'm in debt where credit is due. All in my head and out of excuses. They say I'm an incredible dude, but they keep it together. Sometimes you gotta lose it.
I think I'm Bill Murray, lost in translation. I think I'm the real Barry, campaign across the nation. They think I'm killed, they think I'm phony. They think I'm cool, they think they know me. They think they know me.
Must not know who I am.
They know me.
Must not know who I am.
They know me.
Must not know who I
They
am.
know me.
Must not know who I
They
am.
think they know me.
Must not know who I am.
They know me.
Must not know who I am.
They know me.
Must not know who I am.
They know.
I'm bird from the moment when you
Yeah. The Who, Goldini, Bagwell, and myself, produced by Smoke. We're gonna drop that video on the channel next week. Probably right after Raising the Bar. So we appreciate you tuning in because that's, you're getting a sneak peek
And that's
damn
just
near
crazy.
a week before it drops. Like we might not drop it till Wednesday or Thursday next week. So you saw it here first.
Shout out to Tim too.
Yeah,
And
the video
Sound
came out
Labs,
sick.
right?
Sound Labs, yeah.
Every
Sound
visual I
Labs Media.
see, I seen he was in the chat too for a second too. Shout out Tim, man, for sure.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen this. Ooh, let me see.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're about to show you the Raising the Bar, and the plan is in the next day or two, I want to launch my Patreon, essentially to be able to bring guests out on Raising the Bar and put more into it as far as like, oh, who do you guys want to see? You want Big K? I'm flying them out for the next Raising the Bar. Shit like that. And that we want those capabilities. So I want to launch a Patreon. And my plan is to take this stream and throw it in the Patreon in the next couple days. Hey, what up, Gold? Goldini's in the spot. We just
Man,
watched the
real
video.
just came in.
Hey, what up, nerd? But
Sound like Big K.
but yeah, shout out Goldini Bagwell. He's in the building.
Yeah, make sure y'all just check out the whole project in general.
Yeah, man.
Ethereal, produced by Smoke.
Yeah.
Gold, ILLMAC, that shit's crazy.
It's on some different shit, man. I'm really proud of that project. I feel like we're still standing in that. It's like a transitional project that's really
Well, it's also really like
experimental,
if
know?
Super good.
if you listen
thank
to
you.
it, and obviously when I listen to music, I'm listening to obviously the rap side and the production side. And Smoke went in on that project.
Smoke
You know,
was
if you pay
fucking
attention to
incredible.
like a lot of the breakdowns and a lot of the
straight up.
textures and shit like
Textural.
that. Yeah, cause like usually like I'll like. I don't be hating on other producers and shit, you know, but I'm just mad critical. But Smoke is one of those ones where even before I met him, and homie's cool, but every beat that ILLMAC played of his, whether he'd be like, yo, there's some new Smoke shit, check it out, or he'd be slapping, I'd be like, who did that, Smoke? That shit's crazy. Yeah,
it's true.
So I just want to give
And
respect.
not only that, like to be real, Gold can attest to this, that when we sent, so a lot of the songs, even having little breakdowns and hook switch ups, when we sent him everything, he went in on the post-production. Like, that shit, like, it was a whole different album when we got it back. Like, all this, like, he put hella live instruments in there and, like, songs that I was like, he remixed some songs to whole different beats. Like, hey, I wasn't feeling this beat. You know, it's his beat too, and he's like, I just wasn't feeling it, so I remixed. I'm like, that's amazing. It's way better, you know. Like, he really took, like, he was really the third member of Ethereum. I mean, he put in more work than me and fucking Gold ultimately, but he really took it serious and owned it, that shit. And like, when we got the mixes back after he went in, it was a whole different album, and both me and Gold were like, hit each other up like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, he really went in. So yeah, Ethereal's everywhere online, Spotify, Bandcamp, all that shit. Anywhere, just check it out.
All right,
moving forward,
we're gonna premiere Raising the Bar 6 right now.
We just filmed it last
Everybody
night.
here, yeah, we just filmed it last night. Fucking in
Let's
like
do another post.
Yeah. Chase produced it, as always.
What were you about to say? You were about to brag about how quick I killed it, huh?
Yeah, you did it pretty fast. I think this is the fastest you've ever done one.
Yeah.
It was like 3
second
takes.
take. And then, yeah, we'll call it 3. Hey, we're doing Raising the Bar 6, the premiere, the sneak peek. It ain't even coming out till next week. Look, there's 120-something people in here, and if you're not one of them, they're way doper than you. Look, shout out all these names. Look, Rockhead, Terrorist Magnus, Damn McKay. Sorry, y'all don't.
All right, guys. We're not going to pause this and talk through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just let it ride.
I want to see this.
Do you guys want me to make it full screen? Is that cool for you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do that and just watch this.
Okay, we're going to make it full screen for you.
Cinematic experiences. You know what I mean?
I can't really make it full screen.
Oh, you lying.
All right, do as much as possible.
So, this is kind of annoying, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
But just right below it, I'll just go like this the whole time. So then they can just,
yeah,
you know,
then
just
that's fine,
that.
right?
Yeah, that's good, man.
All right, guys. Raising the Bar 6.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's go. Chase Moore.
Shut up.
You hear that?
Hit that, celebrate.
That's the sound of them putting flame emojis in the comments.
We'll rewind it. Since
Run that back,
all right. I'm hitting the Henny right now.
All right.
Let's see your editing.
All right, Chase.
You hear that? That's the sound of them putting flame emojis in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. And if you haven't, click the bell to get notifications, because we're going to really put gas on this series. Start dropping them more. Beat by Chase Moore. ILLMAC. Let me slow it down, look. Yo, I be the one that started. I wrote this standing on the edge of Earth right before jumping off it. I'm in another orbit. On my way to Mars, I had to jump my starship. Fled a drug bust, gun stuffed in the glove compartment. Ducking charges, something sharper for your underarm. Or what I'm armed with could cut a carpet. The flow was bartered, let it flood the market. I met my higher self. He told me hustle harder. Now I work for myself and now I don't give a fuck department. Hybrid breed like my weed, brought a joint. That shit they smoking got that shake in it like a Polaroid, an outsider. No, I ain't soda, but I'm overjoyed, cause my neck and wrist stay gold like Pony Boy, switch vibes. Now I'm writing what they can't speak. My pen glide like bison with the leg sweep. This is game speech. I hit them with yoga flame heat. Y'all could be dawsome. I'm at a height that you can't reach. A bar fly on the Wall Street Journal entry. Cross the Atlas and Pac. Feel like the world's against me. Wordplay, Easter eggs. Hide it for the fan to find it. All the while I'm taking attendance of the absent-minded. Malcolm Gladwell's David. Attack Goliath. Rely on one strength till you're disadvantaged by it. I'm at the White House protesting acts of violence. Throwing Molotovs, laughing. That's a riot. Stained glass windows to my soul. Shatterproof. Mammoth fur coat. Snaggletooth. Tiger roam the manor loose. Raised by
a pack of wolves. Back to my natural roots, vagabond, bag of bones, chain like a hanging noose. Hallucinate a single moment, playing back in loops. Catch a body, then forget about it. So I tap the proof. Acid rain, teardrops falling from my tattered roof. This momentum playing in my mental state is tab induced. Helen Keller's third eye watching, but can't help remember all the secrets that I never tell her. Take them to the grave, probably rot in hell forever. Freezing with a wet umbrella. Ate her pussy frying, and I swear I felt the smell together. Narrated. I'm Morgan Freeman when my story's told. My blood is freezing and my heart is froze. Full circle, that's how karma goes. With my entourage like Ari Gold. Kitchen whipping with that Rari flow. Skirt adios. Since the big wheel, I've been trying to sip. They make big deals out of minor shit. We skim bills to the counter skip. When shit's real, they counterfeit. Count me out, count again. I should be on your top 5 by the count of 10. Brush strokes, a genius bar, heavy-handed. Home Alone, shark bite, calling card, wet a bandit. Raising the bar like the World Series. Win the pennant. It's my I'm the greatest in the World Series. When I pen it, independent. Ellie, 667.
All right, guys.
And it just let me just see it to the. Can I at least just see the last 6 seconds?
Oh yeah.
The weight, hey, see, everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Nobody want to lift that weight.
Yeah.
Damn.
With some heavy ass weights
You
right
know,
there.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I think overall, that's the fastest completed one though, because I only made that beat like
A couple days ago.
a couple days
Oh,
ago.
word?
Yeah, and it's funny too because there's hella people at the crib when I was making it. But while I was making it, ILLMAC's like in the living. You know how like there's the lab and then the living room's right there.
Yeah.
I just remember ILLMAC being like, "Yo, that beat's fire too, by the way." Like while I'm making it and shit. And then, yeah, bro, like literally, I made that beat a few days ago. These fools recorded this shit last night. Me and ILLMAC went through the mix, make sure it was cool, sent it to Avo last night, and it's fucking done.
It's true.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely on some, like, I was really getting experimental with the wordplay on that shit. Like, I know it's not, like, some first ever, but, like, the compound wordplay, like, is some of my favorite shit. And it's complex, and I'm like, you know, whatever, I'm gonna do my shit. I don't give a fuck if people get it or if they don't, but like that whole like what's the first one? Brushstrokes is like bar fly on the Wall Street Journal entry. Cross a Atlas and Pac, feel like the world's against me. Atlas and Pac, the world's against me. Pac had the you know, me against the world. Atlas, the world on his shoulders. But the line before that, the setup,
This is
this I know,
This is
right?
crazy.
And some people might have caught this. I'm not saying this is the craziest shit, but the bar fly on the Wall Street Journal entry. Break it down, all the compounds of that wordplay. Bar fly on the wall, Wall Street Journal entry. And that's like the wordplay just in that
What is
line
wrong
alone.
with you? No
So
one?
it's a bar fly on the Wall Street Journal entry. Cross Atlas and Pac, feel like the word. And then I do another one of those where I'm like, brushstrokes a genius, bar heavy-handed, Home Alone, shark bite, calling card, wet a bandit. So it's brushstrokes, strokes a genius, genius bar heavy, heavy-handed. And that's just in that line of brushstrokes a genius, bar heavy-handed. And then Home Alone, shark bite, calling card, wet a bandit. Home Alone, lone shark, shark bite, and then calling card, wet a bandit. The wet bandits
This
in
shit is
Home
not fair.
The wet bandits in Home Alone, they would leave the fucking faucet on. So it's as their calling card. So it's like Home Alone, shark bite,
Alright.
calling card, wet a bandit.
So
Like,
if those are all in the same last connecting 2 bars, does that mean that it's like a well, I don't know what's past quintuple, but fucking does that mean it's like a 12 on like a 12 tuple?
it's some other shit. I was just having fun with it. I wanted to fuck around. Like, I don't think that's the first time that kind of wordplay has been done or nothing, you know what I mean? But it was some other shit to play around with that I was getting off on, for sure.
That's fucking crazy.
For sure.
Raising the bar 6.
6, you seen
Coming
it
out
first.
soon. We're not going to replay it, guys, because that was just an exclusive playthrough for all y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in so much.
Yeah, and people ask, like, when I'm going to drop these anywhere else. I'm going to let them live on YouTube till 10 or 15 of them in, and then I'll drop them on, like, a playlist and a project kind of all together to be downloaded. But I want to let the videos live on YouTube for now, you know, so when you go to listen to it, you're listening to it here. You know?
And also, too, I was even bringing up the idea, I don't even think I would do them, like, separately. I might even just do them as one video, but even doing, like a beat breakdown and showing, you know, isolating some sounds on the beats and just showing some of the shit that I did. We can even do that for your channel. I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with it.
What would y'all think about that if I did like a little video breaking down the beats from the Raising the Bars and shit? I mean, I'm gonna do it anyways, you know. But yeah, we were kind of thinking about that last night.
Fire.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. As I said, you know, look out on the social medias for the announcement. If I might just put this whole stream as one on Patreon to hold you over, because as I said, I'm not dropping this till next week, the music video or Raising the Bar. I think we're gonna take a quick break and then come and go live on Ruin Your Day.
Oh yeah,
and do some watches.
We're gonna come back with Lush is on his way. And then we're going to do some watches over on Ruin Your Day and also premiere a No Can Do video that
I can't wait to see that.
That I filmed on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So I edited that video today and the Raising the Bar. So
also, No Can and I have been talking a lot about working recently, too. So y'all is going...
Video's not safe for work, by the way, too. So
don't, you know what I mean?
Don't watch it in front of your girlfriend or wife.
Hey, I also like...
Does it got any weed in it?
Yeah, it's just pure...
It is weed.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I actually realized where I got that from. And do you remember the old Half-Baked, or the old Chappelle Show skit where it was like the fake real world, the mad real world, where it was like the white guy living with a bunch of...
The fool got stabbed.
The fool's dad's come over,
his dad got
and he's got the brownies. And he's like, I bought you guys some brownies. And that fool Donnell Rawlings is like, they got weed in them.
Ashley Larry, right?
Yeah. I seen this stand-up before. Yeah. I seen this fool stand-up right when Dave Chappelle left for Africa, and the first thing he says when he comes out, because I guess he'd done like a weekend at the Punchline, and the first 2 shows were cool, but I was there on a Sunday, empty. First thing he says, where the fuck is Dave Chappelle, man? I need a job.
That's hilarious.
Amazing. Yep, great way to end it.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, though, I really appreciate y'all. Like, as I said a little bit in that Raising the Bar, right now I'm taking a break off of battles simply to focus on bringing Raising the Bar more consistently. I got new series ideas I'm about to start rolling out. We got new songs, music videos and shit, but really I just am trying to turn up the gas on releasing as much content through this YouTube platform and just connecting with y'all often as well through this live chat. So, you know, thank you for tuning in.
We really support every single one of y'all, man, because I know that, you know, the Ruin Your Day and the fan bases all cross-pollinate, and man, I thank y'all too, man, for real, bro.
Hey, and then on a side note, fuck you or whatever. Stop this shit.
Blaze dank nugs daily.
Yeah, fucking loud piff all day.